Welcome back to Cool Hobbies, guys, and today I'm gonna try something a little bit different. Here we got the Venture 18cc. This is from HPI Racing. It's their competition crawler, 1/18th scale. You can see that in the name. And well, I sold my SCX24 to get something brushless. I knew that the Apex would be a little bit better performance-wise, but since this came with the metal parts and it had like the roll cage in the back, I just thought it looked a little bit better, so I went with this. I put a little character in there, flags, some accessories, stickers, and well, I am here in North Carolina on a trip, and I'm gonna test it out on the rocks and show you guys. I didn't do an unboxing because, well, I really just wanted to test it out first. So I've been driving it for about a week now, and I really like it. I found some rocks over there that I think will showcase its abilities. And overall, the only real negative thing that I found is that it does tend to get hung up a little bit due to the straight axles. And what else? The torque twist is kind of bad, yeah, like everybody says, but it's not like impossible to deal with. Once you learn how to drive it, it gets much better. So to get the body off, you twist that little knob right there, and then the body lifts up like that. The Lego is not included, I put that there. But here it's a XT30 connector with a brushless motor, a 3-cell light bulb, it's a 360 milliamp battery, and a waterproof speed controller with a receiver. I'm not sure if that's waterproof as well, but it's a brushless system, so you probably don't want to put it in water. Here's the slow speed control. You can see that motor spinning real slow right there. There is a little bit of cogging here and there, but it's barely noticeable. And now the drivetrain slop, there's plenty of it. As you can see, that motor is still spinning, and we're waiting for it to catch up to the gears. But once it gets there, there's plenty of torque to drive through all these rocks, which they're not easy. I don't think my XCX24 can do half of this, or even a fourth, I believe. And it's got plenty of speed too. I have it down on the remote so it's not as twitchy because I don't want to put a 2-cell in there. You also get the thumb adapter for the remote. It doesn't come pre-installed, but it's like 3 screws. You take that one off, and then you add 2 more in the back of this wheel, and then you screw this in, and then you put it back. Very easy. Oh, by the way, yeah, there's a dig function, a half dig, which means only the front wheel is spinning, as you can see right there. And then you click the button and it engages the 4 wheels. And then this is the drag brake. So you turn it on and then make it a lot weaker, which basically turns it off if you're on like really gnarly rocks. There's that slow speed control I was telling you about. These tires are great. Like, it rained a lot last night, so the sand is like super wet and slippery. Plus these rocks are pretty slippery here. And it's an undercut right there. Slow it down. Let me approach it from a different angle. Alright, there we go, we're on the rocks. Again, that sand is really slippery. I gotta learn how to work this camera a little bit better. Driving one-handed is kind of tough. But I gotta tell you, brushless one-handed driving is so much easier than brushed, because you don't really have to worry about throttle control. You just hold the throttle there and it drives itself basically. Look at that. Nice and slow. You see, I like driving like this, but I don't think many people like watching really slow crawling cars, so I'm gonna tend to speed it up a little bit as I drive through. But just know it can go really slow. And if you have an SCX24, I wouldn't say you have to go straight to like a competition crawler. If you like scale, that's what you like. But definitely try brushless because it is something else. And here I'm going to try to use the dig function. Oh, my wheel's jammed. I'm trying a little bit different kind of video here, so let me know how it is. I was here yesterday when everything was dry. It was so much easier. I had a lot of grip. Now it's kind of challenging. You see how that's sliding? But these tires are really good. They're super soft, and I believe they have pink inserts in them, which is what you're supposed to get for the Apex once you're upgrading it. So that's nice. Let's see if you can hook that tire up there. Let's go on the other side. This should be interesting. We'll go nice and slow. There we go. Let's help this. It's around 55 front and 45 here, which is not very good. I guess it's a lot of systems, but you get extra features. There easily. Right, let's try some different lines this way. Yeah, very slippery with this sand. Yeah, it's a completely different ground style when everything is humid and wet. But it's still doing it pretty well. I'm just realizing I'm filming against the sun, so forgive me for that. Let's see if we can get over this. So it comes with apparently metal rings in the four wheels, not metal, brass rings on all four wheels, and you can see in the wheel there's some brass in there as well. So that helps it not flip over all the time. Alright, now to recap, this video is actually taking place in 2 states. I'm in South Carolina now, camping. But to recap everything from this video, honestly, it's a great truck. I 100% recommend it. The brushless system, it's a 3500 kV, if I haven't said that before. And it's really smooth. There's very rarely any cogging. The tires are great when it's not super sandy and slippery. Most of the video was in sand, so it was really slippery. But they are super squishy and super sticky. Especially for these rocks right here. I've been driving them. I might have some videos tomorrow or after whenever I post this. But that is great. The servo, I mean, it could be stronger. I mean, I can feel when it's not turning, when it should be. Let's see, anything else? The torque twist, like I said before, it's not impossible to drive with it. Like, you can learn how to drive with it. It can get annoying sometimes. The differential definitely gets hung up a bit. I even made like a little skid for that one, and then the ones on the diff fell off, so I need to redesign it. What else? I've seen some people talking about putting thicker shock oil on this, which I might do because there's nothing in there basically. But I think that's it for today. So if you have any questions, leave them down below. Other than that, like, share, comment. Bye.